Hi guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We're going to talk about what to do when you realize you're just not going to be as lean as you thought for that show, maybe not lean enough. So we're still in the series, When Things Go Wrong. So Adam, man, this is a tough one. The client comes to you, they're excited about this show, it's been on the calendar, they've invited every friend they know, and all of a sudden the terror that I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to be lean enough. What does Coach Adam Atkinson say?
Yeah, there's nothing really tying you to do that show. Even if you paid for it, I would much rather have somebody move that show back to where they're going to have a much better experience. And I'll say this on this podcast, it is an extremely cruel world out there. And I've always said, even on the worst competitor on stage, I can find something on their body that I would want for mine. So, maybe this guy was 30 pounds over his stage weight, but he had amazing biceps. So I can always appreciate seeing that. But there's people that will make memes out of you and do some horrible things. And, that unfortunately is the world we live in. And I'm very protective on my people to prevent them from going through anything like that.
Yeah, I totally agree. If you are super competitive, in other words, you're doing this show to win it, it's not just for the experience, then, you got to go in and say, well, if my main objective is to win, why would I end up, going through with this, as you said, when I'm not tied? A lot of times people just feel like they're letting others down. I hear this all the time. Well, my friends already, have said they're coming. Well, guess what? Your friends don't give a shit about your show. They care about you more than that particular night. I'm sure they would rather, go out and have drinks with you than sit through your bodybuilding show. So don't ever, I echo your sentiment there, Adam, don't ever feel like you're tied to it. You can always deviate. But what about saying, hey, maybe you do still have time, so let's just step on the gas. Let's start doing 4 hours of cardio, or let's go keto. Is there where do you draw a line in terms of saying, hey, this is still salvageable?
Yeah, it depends on if the client's willing to push and you think you can get them there. Sometimes you find another gear in a client that you never even realized they had. Did this last year with someone, and I said, wow, if I knew you could do that, and you realize that a lot of things were wrong, right? You're like, your timing was bad. Just everything could have been way better. Maybe they could have planned meals better. But I'm like, I saw a fire in you in that last 4 weeks. If we do this another 4 weeks, you're probably going to win your show. So on the other end, that happens as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the one thing that I would do is say, whichever direction you have to go, you can start heading toward maybe that next level and think, okay, I'm gonna give it my best shot. And maybe you go through with it, and it was a great learning experience. You still did the show. Maybe you missed your best just a little bit, but you can still learn some things along the way. But if you have to go the other direction and pull out, you should never consider that a failure. It's a learning experience. Well, now I learned, how to time my prep a little bit better. But as a friend of mine always says, things like that should be viewed as just scrap on the production floor. It's not a win or a loss. It's not a success or a fail. It's just another step of learning. And now you're going to be able to produce something even better in the future.
Probably touch on one more thing. If any coaches are watching and you have a disagreement on shows, and they choose to do it and you don't want them to, still support that person through it. That is your job as a coach, is to help them no matter what decision they make. And I'm going through this right now with a client, and I said, I appreciate that you're disagreeing with me, and I just want to let you know I'm going to support you through the whole thing. So I've had tons of girls come to me because their coaches dropped them a week out, and no one wants to feel alone. That's even a worse situation to be in.
Awesome advice. All right, guys, well, stay with us in Contest Prep University, and we're going to continue on through this series, what to do when everything goes wrong.